in rainy, I used to say Leyte, but I was told last night by the Barangay cat it's Leyte. How do you guys say it? Leyte or Leyte? Leyte. So why did he say Leyte? The Barangay captain. He said Leyte, so I thought I was saying it wrong. That's how I always said it, Leyte, so it's good. And I'm just waiting, nobody's here yet, we'll see. My special guests are shy, so I can't show them. It's okay. Yeah, I'm still here at Belus's house, BelusTraveler. Oh, good morning, Manila. Manila Gorilla in the house. Let me fix this. I always forget to do that. Yeah. There's Belus. That's funny. I think you put that in the wrong chat there, Belus. Don't call me Ray. I'm much better looking. Hey, David, where are you at right now? Some of us were wondering if you'd ever get here. But anyway, folks, I'm still here in Leyte. I'm at BelusTraveler's house. Many of you have seen him on the chats. And oh, you're still in Hong Kong. I thought somebody told me you were in Manila already. Oh, there you go. Okay, you pulled that back. And anyway, I'm still here at Belus's house, and it is beautiful here, much like everywhere else in the Philippines. But this, I feel like I'm in the jungle here a little bit. Reminds me of when I was in the jungle in Phuket. And yeah, Belus, I'll wait for you to show up. I'm waiting for you to come down here and join us live. And he's taking care of some business elsewhere. Manila, Hong Kong messed with me too when I flew through there. Wow, okay. Still still in Hong Kong. Wow, David, okay. Still in Hong Kong. Well, keep us posted. I'm sure you will. And bye, ladies. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. Say bye, Lolo. Okay. And, for those of you that non-Filipino, Lolo is grandfather, which is funny, but much as I hate to admit it, the Colonel's a grandfather. I have 11 grandchildren in America. JP, welcome, JP. How are things going down there where you're at? Are you starting to pack up yet, or are you still selling off everything? Let me get this thing on me. There we go. And sorry, people, I'm disabled, brain lady. Yeah, well, Belus, I've been described as that myself, and I don't dispute it with some people. And David Jessup saying hello. I just figured since nobody else was live, maybe there's people that still want a live feed from the Philippines. So, sorry, you guys see my tattoo there. But some of you still want to see what's happening here in the Philippines. So I decided to go live, and I'm from a different area than most people. And right now, I'm still hanging out in Leyte. I'll be here till into this next week a good ways, and then I'll head on back to Ilo, and there's some things there that have come about since I left that I want to see, and they put the lights up in the Ilo town square or town something or other. I thought I'd already been there, but I was informed no, this is a different place. So anyway, David saying howdy Manila, and that Belus says always claim the dumbass defense. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that myself. But usually I don't even have to claim it. It's just pretty self-evident. Thank you, Trish. And good morning. I appreciate you from over in James and Karen's channel. Appreciate you coming over here and visiting with me. And later, Belus, hopefully he'll be down here later helping me out. Manila says, hey, David. Hi, David, JP, JB. It should be JP and all. And who was calling you Gramps? Oh, there were some young ladies that were visiting here. They after church, they came here after Mass with Belus's wife, and they were getting a bite to eat, and they were walking out the door. And high school girls, I believe. She calls them her daughters. But anyway, everybody in this valley here is all related to Belus's wife, I think, and either actually or just figuratively speaking. But well, David, you don't have to be bored. You can laugh at me. I'll make some faces. Yeah, there you go. But anyway, yeah, cheers. Oh, good morning. And that's okay, Trish. You can lurk all you want. If I say something offensive or untoward, you can let me know and correct me. Yes, goddaughters, we have many. Oh, that's Belus. Yeah, he's joining the live stream remotely. And yeah, I have a Filipino goddaughter too. I try to take really good care of her. Sula, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I haven't, well, I went live a couple days ago, but I haven't put much content out, just mainly because we've just been watching the rain here. But actually, for this, right now, for this second, the sun is out, but it won't stay out. It's just momentary. Yeah, let's see, Clint Myra Fuentes, hello, yes, hello. Or is that hello, or are you just saying hello? Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you coming over and visiting. Yeah, Trish says, hi, Belus, if you're not seeing that. And hi, Sula from David. Oh, that's right, Trish, in New Zealand. I remember that. I didn't a second ago, but I remember it now. Do you have Irish roots? You look very Irish. Me? I'm just an American mutt. Yeah, on my birth side, I'm adopted now, so I was an orphan. But I do know on my mother's side of the family, yes, they were of Irish descent. And my father's side, we were West Virginia hillbillies. There ain't no telling, but he was more than likely probably either English or some German in there, maybe, because I have a lot of German look on me too, a little bit. But I am descendant from the Vikings. We did a DNA. My brother detected we are from the Vikings originally. And I said, why are we so short then? But, there were short Vikings too. Or maybe we're just dwarves, I don't know. Some of you are elves and we're dwarves. Yeah, let's see. Albella says, Colonel, I can see blue sky towards the east. It's a good sign. We're going to have a spot sunny afternoon. So we're going to have some sun today. That'll be nice. Maybe we'll get out and roam around a little more. We did yesterday, and I was practicing sliding down the concrete road yesterday, and I got a little bit, but I didn't get too far. Inside joke there. Yeah, Sula says, hi, David, are you okay? And Manila Gorilla, it's nice here in Guam today. Might even wash my truck. Yeah, Manila, did you meet Mike Philippine Retirement? He's on Guam right now. I assume he's still there. And maybe you see him roaming around. He was talking about how beautiful it is. David, just okay. Well, if you're just okay, David, you're a lot like I am, but I hope things get better for you. And Bellis, somebody wants rice. Awesome, Trish. This is from Bellis. I'm so bad with names. That's with the Colonel. He keeps calling me Ray. He's been here 3 days. I still can't remember his name. Yeah, Bellis, I guess he thinks I'm handsome. He keeps calling me Ray. And, Ray always tells us how handsome he is, so that's, I'm going to ride on that, I guess. Thanks, JP. I didn't see that, so I don't know what they were talking about. And, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm seeing the message there, JP. I'm not worried about that, If somebody thinks I'm gay, I'm very gay. I'm happy all the time. Actually, that's not true. But, if he thinks I'm a homosexual, that's his problem. Up to them.
Good morning.
They obviously don't have a good eye if they're thinking I'm a homosexual.
He's on YouTube.
Huh?
So,
He's on YouTube.
oh, Bellis is down here. You probably hear his voice.
Who's that?
Praying for you, David.
Ethan?
Thank you, Sula. While you're at it, please pray for all of us. There's nothing wrong with praying for each other. I have absolutely no problem with that.
Come on in.
I have to pray for forgiveness all the time.
Are you getting some food, babe?
Yeah, hammer time. That's all right, JP. I can handle those guys. But you want to knock them out, that's fine. I was just curious what kind of idiocy they were saying. And I saw it. It's all good. Manila girl, I'm supposed to meet him this afternoon. That's Mike Philippines retirement. Manila's supposed to interview him or do an interview with him this afternoon. He's going to interview Manila there. And I hope I didn't speak out of turn there, Manila. But you said you're going to meet with him this afternoon. So I hope I am able to get onto that and see that. That'll be interesting. So can you like and subscribe and don't forget the bell? Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, how do we say it? Is that Cora Santolosa? Or is it Corazon Tolosa? You have to help me with that. Well, someone has to tell Ray how handsome he is. Well, hopefully that's Lynn's doing that, because, you know, whenever I do that to him, it goes right to his head. And he actually believes me. Now, you know, Ray and I, you know, except for he's like 5 foot taller than me, we kind of, you know, we got similarities. Usually it's this. I think he copied me, though, because the first time I saw Ray, he had a lot of hair. It's okay, you know. What is that? Copying is the highest form of flattery.
I guess.
Yeah. I'm going to take this off so we can get
What's that?
the Belus on here. Yeah, this here is a little sensor on the DJI gimbal,
That's awesome.
and it follows you. And the Insta360 gimbal has it also. And now there's the man of the hour. Yes, our farmer extraordinaire.
Not really.
Right there.
They're the farmers.
And
I'm just the
and you know what? We had a great celebration last night, and
Yeah, it was
with
really
for Christmas celebration for all his workers. And Bella's here. He does a lot for this area, and I'm going to start calling him the Godfather.
Just call me
But-
Dallas, bro.
Yeah.
I'll call you Colonel, not the R word. You punch me because I have a disability. So I've had a lot of issues like.
You know what it is. I just had an epiphany, and when I figured it out, the reason he calls me Ray, because I'm just like I'm that bright little ray of sunshine in
There
their
you go,
life
there you
while
go.
I'm here, or he's just hoping that there's some sunshine, so he's Ray.
You're very genuine.
Like some people they go, oh my God, or they go, oh Lord. I said, are you in trouble? And they're like, what do you mean? Well, you're calling out to God. You must be in trouble. You're calling out to God all the time. You must be in danger. So he just says,
Oh my Lord.
oh, Ray.
All right.
Because he's wanting a ray of sunshine to show up in Leyte.
Tell them about the cursing. About Filipino women and cursing. How they're.
Well, you tell him.
Okay. Well, Filipinos, women, Panay, Filipino women, they're so soft, man. You don't want, when you come over as a Westerner, you're
Most,
hard.
not all.
Well, you're hard, unless you get a real liberal from, with blue hair, and them are the kind you run from. But a conservative country girl or province girl is very conservative Catholic, and if you curse, it's like the end of the world. And I curse like a sailor, so when I came here...
do?
Yeah. When I came here, I had to change myself and soften up for my wife because she's so soft. So now I just say, oh my Lord, or oh Lord, but you'll hear Filipinos say, oh my God, which is oh my God, but that's what, instead of cursing, they use these more or less biblical lines, or oh Lord, or, because they don't curse here.
Yeah, well,
You gotta be so careful.
Yeah, there are. You do have to be careful because you offend some of them very easy. And I just kind of get a kick out of when they call me dog.
They call you dog?
Dog.
Oh, Doug, yeah, for
Doug, they call me dog,
Well,
or they
actually-
call me Doe. I love it when they put an H on the end of Doug. It's hilarious. So that's why I just go with the Colonel. It's easy. Just go with it. But then I get the collar now. like
they're calling now.
Like the first
Okay.
time Karen saw me, she goes, "Oh, it's a Colonel Chronicle." I picked too long a name for the Philippine people, but it's all good. I just tell them Douglas MacArthur, and then they get
Yeah,
it.
they get it. Really, like last night, they really got that.
Yeah.
It sticks.
Yeah, they remember.
Really sticks,
They remember that. So David's saying thank you to Sula, JP, I get it, brother, and I wasn't upset with you, not at all. You do you, man. You wanna hit him, you hit him. I just was curious what the guy was saying, or girl, or whoever it was. I was just curious, and yeah, repeating it. That's just trolling, just a troll. But someone told me that the more comments, it helps you out. I don't know,
From
don't
Guam,
really
huh?
care.
That
Yeah,
one-
Manila girl. He lives in Guam.
Oh, well, I got another one, Steve. Oh, okay. Good morning from Guam, Steve. Steve Inles,
Okay,
Guam.
let me get down to that.
Good morning from Guam, Colonel.
Thanks, Sula. Oh, good. Hold
We
on,
got
let
a
me get
couple
down to
from
that.
Guam.
Almost 2 a.m. there. Sula, I forget where you're at. You're in 2 a.m. Let's see. So you're not in the West Coast.
No.
You're in. Are you in New Zealand also, or Australia? I can't remember. I don't remember where she's at. Okay. Manila, great. Yeah, I don't know if we're doing a video or not. Okay, Manila. Whatever, brother. I just was, I just curious if you saw him yet. Excuse me. I'm about to go for the bald look myself. Haircuts are $40 now. I'll tell you what, Manila. I have hair. A lot of people don't think I actually have hair. My hair grows too fast. I haven't shaved, but I shave it off. And when I did, someone suggested to me that I shave it off, and so I did.
Is he Manila?
And one of my wives, and so I did it, and it took me about 30 days to get used to looking at myself in the mirror. But now that I've done it, I can't stand to grow hair. I don't like the way I look with the haircut, and I save money on shampoo. I save money on hair, but haircuts in the Philippines cost next to nothing. Not like $40 like you're paying. And if you're really getting a bind, just come on over here. I got clippers. I can cut your hair for you. I'll give you a good high and tight haircut. No problem. Ranger cut. We're good to go.
Well,
Yeah,
now
Sula
that I
says
know
that's a
that,
rip off. I could have cut your hair.
I have clippers, dude.
Oh, do you?
We're getting a haircut, dude.
You gonna trust me with it?
Well,
No,
I
you
like a
just
high.
had one.
I like a high and tight. No, dude. Usually it's way shorter than this.
Oh, okay.
High
That's what I used to do to my son. And I'm not a professional, but
Awesome.
yeah, you,
'Cause I can't
you
get
can
my wife to do it.
You can
She
do high
went
and
to
tight
beauty school.
yourself, like I did, and just. I'm not joking. I just put the hand and just go around and then clean it up. Yeah, Shula said that's a rip off there, Manila, and she can't blame me. And JP, I've been cutting my own hair for over 20 years. Well, I've seen you, JP. That explains a lot. No, I'm just kidding, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. That just sounded like a good comeback. Maybe I'll get a tattoo on my head. Well, now, not having gotten a tattoo on my head, I can't really speak to that. Sorry about scratching my ear. There's a bug flying in there or something. But, I always know that tattoos closer to the bone, they don't tickle. I just put it that way. So be careful who you get that does it. Make sure somebody knows what they're doing. Good morning from Guam. Yeah, Steve. Bellis read that. Now, Steve and Liz, you got to forgive me, Steve. Have I talked to you before? If I have, please forgive me in my sometimer's disease that I got going on. And if I have not, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you being here. It's just great talking to people from Guam. I'm going to go to Guam someday, Lord willing. I'd like to take a trip down there just to see. I'm not happy with how much the cost of living there is and everything, but it's an American territory.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's an
and
aircraft pilot, aircraft mechanic down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he like it except for the
He loves
expense? Yeah. So, and I saw Mike, Philippine retirement. He was commenting on the beautiful beaches and stuff like it. So why not? Why not see a different part of the world? And it's an American territory, so why not? I've been either visited, driven through, or been in every state in the United States except for Hawaii. So why not just do some territories too? Go to Guam too. You need to add that to the list. It's just as important. Okay, JP did a timeout. They'll be back then, JP. It's all good, brother. Don't worry about it. John Hernandez, hello. Good morning from the Philippines. And the girl's correcting me. It's not Leyte, it's Leyte.
It's Leyte.
But for the Baranga, Captain's Leyte. So let him say it the way he wants. I just want to be correct. So around him, I'll say Leyte. Around everybody else, I'll say Leyte.
Tell him how much the haircuts are here.
Well, I don't even know that.
$1.50.
He's asking me to tell you how much a haircuts cost here, like I'm gonna know.
Well, it's $1.50. So whoever's paying $40 a haircut, you come here, you'll get it for
That's in Guam. Yeah.
$1 to $1.50.
Yeah, they're cheap.
And they're good.
Now in Thailand, The cheapest I ever got a haircut was 20 baht. This is back when I had hair. She took me to a barber shop. I got it for 20 baht, and that's 20 baht's less than $1. I couldn't believe it. And I got a razor cut along with that. It was incredible. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it.
Hair,
but that was in Isan, and it was a hometown barber shop. You know, actually, it was a lady boy that cut my hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Older lady boy.
Never had that before.
It was an older lady boy, so it was more of a man.
A lady man.
But
lady man.
Former lady boy. So it was a man that was still pretending to be a lady. Only it was more evident because it looked more like a man. So, but you know what? I treat everybody the same.
And they don't.
And they're nice people.
Colonel, you know what I like about them is here in Asia, it's lady boy. It's not. They don't think they're a woman.
Right.
They're. Yeah, I don't want to use the T word, but they think they know they're a boy. I'm a lady boy, and they take pride in that. And it's not like, oh, be careful, be careful. Everybody's our family, our friends, be careful, be careful. It's like, no, they tell you right. You know, I've seen.
And exactly, I'm cutting you off a little bit.
Fine, you're fine.
But exactly, everyone, you see YouTube videos and stuff. Oh, I went and I didn't know, and I got tricked.
No,
come on, man. All you gotta do is look a little close, and then you just ask them, "Hey, you lady boy?"
And they'll tell you.
And most of them will be like, you know, they'll get a little shy, and then, no, it's okay because they're scared of you. They're scared you're gonna berate them, and I go, no, it's okay. I'm just curious. I want to know because I'm trying to learn what to. And then they'll go, I'm a lady boy. I don't agree with that lifestyle, but that's their lifestyle.
Yeah, it's totally biblically incorrect to us.
Yeah, don't make me try to be one because.
Yeah, don't even.
Well, you know what? Let's just say, for conversation's sake, say I wanted to be a lady boy. What do you? I mean, what do you? No, I can wear a wig, but what do you think? I mean, look at this face. Why would I ever want to try to make myself look like a lady? I mean, maybe if I put some Scotch tape and pulled everything back, you know, and no, I would just be a terrible looking lady boy. So, but anyway, I'm not confused about my.
JP's in Washington, or no, J Boy.
No, J Boy's Filipino.
In Washington.
Yeah. Now.
That we met yesterday.
Yeah, he's in Washington, and let's see, Dave J. Ireland, right, Sula. Colonel, I think Sula is from Ireland. Oh, that's right. Sula, I apologize. I knew that. That's that sometimers creeping in again. So see, Sula and I have to be really good friends because you know that's the home country for half of me. Yeah, J-Boy's Filipino.
J-Boy's Filipino.
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
And there's Ted. Elvie is Ted. Good morning, Colonel and Belus. Yep. Oh, he said Ted there. You know what, Ted? I actually remembered that, and that's rare that I remember on here because I see so many names. Yeah, JP is saying hello to Ted. So the Panay Pase is greeting Ted. Yeah, hey, Belus and Colonel J-Boy. I don't mean to read what you read already, but
you're good.
And Ted, 60 pesos here for a haircut, but I give 40 tips 100. Yeah, that's, you know, Ted, I do stuff like that too. Now in Thailand, I didn't because I was told not to. They don't tip, most of the Thai people don't tip, except the very wealthy. They do, but that's mainly to show off. And people can get mad at me for saying that, but that's my experiences and what I saw. Hi, J-Boy from JP. Well, I'm going to get tongue-tied here. J-Boy, JP. Yeah. It used to be Michael's, now it's Jay's. Okay. Yeah, JP Kalibo. He'll be in Kalibo here, in 3 or 4 weeks, JP? And Manila Grill. I'm pretty nice to everyone. Not my place to judge anyone else's lifestyle.
Elvie, where's Elvie? Where's Elvie from? Saying hi, JP. On the phone.
That's Ted. He's from Bohol.
Oh, Bohol. Okay, so he's here.
Can you take over for a second? I got to get something to drink, folks.
Yeah. What do I talk about?
Just read the comments.
Oh, so we had a party last night, babe. How many people last night? About close to 30, I'd say. So every year we have this party. Yeah, I'll have a Coke. Thank you, sir. So every year we have an employee appreciation party. So anyone who's involved with our success in the valley or our success with the farms or anything, we have a Christmas dinner. So we had a 30-kilo lechon, and
which is a pig.
Yeah, which is a pig, and we had
a little pig.
We had tons of food and karaoke, and the guys were out there dancing and having a good time, and my one of my managers was singing, and he's doing this Filipino rap,
He's singing.
and I was singing.
This man can sing, by the way.
Well, I used to do it live, yeah, professionally. So I'd jump in there and sing some songs, and yeah, it's so amazing how a little liquid courage can carry you, you know.
Yeah, you know,
That's where the bear was going down. Boy, they were just jumping in.
Yeah. Oh, they got crazy at the end. I want to interject. The Colonel can sing too. I can really sing. I can sing really loud. I just don't sing very well.
So much fun, though. It was fun, but I only allow it one time a year. So I mean, my house is open to the community during super typhoons and disasters. This whole floor, I mean, it's all open in here, but the whole floor will be covered with people, and we always have electricity because I got diesel generator, and we always have internets because I have 2 internets, and I have a Starlink that I haven't hooked up yet.
And I was going to go live last night to show the party, but then I realized that it'd get copyrighted, and it's just not worth it. But I did take some. I'll be putting out a little short video to show to show all the food that Belle's put out here was just amazing.
So
and
much
she's
fun.
shy. We would introduce her, but she's shy. So we respect that.
Kind of private. My wife's kind of private.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's you know. I used to be private, so I started doing this, and everyone else
It's
started putting out my name out there and putting everything. I'm like, well, cat's out of the bag now.
What I like about this guy is so genuine. You'll never meet a more genuine guy than the Colonel. But what I like about the YouTube community is I would have never known you, dude.
I know.
From James and Karen.
I never, absolutely.
But it builds you. It's a form of communication, and it you can actually build off it and build friendships, and I really like the Colonel here. He is just like so down to earth, so interesting. I mean, you're a legend, dude. I find him as legend, honestly.
I'm palpitating
from where he's been to and what he showed me in Thailand and stuff. To me, he's legend. So I know. I mean, your background with the tensions and military.
He's embarrassing the Colonel.
It's the truth. I just speak the truth, bro.
Bellis, thank you for the kind words.
It's very true.
I don't feel that way, to be honest.
Well, you're humble. You're humble.
But I just say this when people talk to me. I've been very blessed, and I've led a life that most. Well, so have you.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest. I'm not going to talk about his life, but he's done things I haven't done, But yeah, I've been very blessed. You know, if any of you guys watch any of my videos when I started telling my story, which I haven't finished yet, you know, I was an orphan, and I came from nothing, from the coal region of West Virginia to where I am now. So I've been very blessed, and I just say life is about choices and about what you believe, and most people don't realize what you believe defines you, and in most cases. Yeah, but you have to stay humble. You can't be braggadocious and look, I can be like that, but it's all in fun and joking around. But I know where I came from, and a lot of it I attribute to my parents, my adoptive parents. Albeit I don't agree with everything and the way they raised, but you know, I'm a product of that situation. But anyway, Bellis, thank you for the kind words.
True,
I'm humbled by the kind words, actually.
Very true.
Hey,
very true.
When this is over, remind me to give you the money for that.
Just punch me for calling you R word.
No, but I got to pay you for saying those nice words.
You need to punch me for saying R word.
Remind me later.
Okay.
I'll forget. No, I didn't pay him to say any of that. If I thought about it, I might, but no. But that was unexpected, man. I'm embarrassed. Am I blushing? I'm embarrassed by that, actually.
They say not to say click and subscribe, but if you do click like and subscribe to your channel as you grow, you're going to find a lot out about the Colonel, and it's such an interesting life with Thailand, and I'm farming here in Asia, and he's farmed in Thailand, and we're all, even my wife's a massive botanist, orchid farmer, and
that ain't no joke. The plants that she's got planted around here, it's amazing.
I think we have over 4,000.
Yeah, and it's funny. I had much of the same plants, but not on the scale that they got going on. I mean, I had a few. I had a
Yeah,
lot.
now she's humble. She's
I-
got a compliment
I-
now.
Babe, I need help.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
oh, is that going down?
that bag is as
I
big
gotta
as.
go make a rice
You
run.
need help with it? Or?
No, no, no.
Okay.
Continue on.
If she wasn't standing there, I'd show. When you get by the door, I will show the
Okay.
people.
Oh,
Hey,
just a way.
Just wait.
Bellis, can I?
It's 25.
Hold on, folks. Can I mention that, Bellis?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, when you get at the door, just hesitate. We'll show you some of what they're doing. We talked about it the other day, and then I'll catch up with the comments. And
Was it that 25?
JP's he's searching for his karaoke song. Yeah, you know, JP, I try to do that too. But what happens is when the words come up on the screen, I get all like tongue tied and and then I forget, and I'm just like, and then I forget the tune. It's a trouble. I'm not a karaoke person. To each their own and all that. Yeah, Manila, you're exactly right. And
No,
no. I don't want to get her on there. I'm gonna wait till you get to the door.
Do we gotta go
Yeah,
down?
Ted says hi to JP. 23 days, JP will be an official member of the Panay Posse, and he will posse. Why am I having trouble with that word now? Posse, and then he'll be over here in the Philippines, and his next chapter in his life will start. You know, I thought I was only going to have one chapter in life, and I went to Thailand, and that was going to be the ending of the book. Little did I know that 9.5 years after being in Thailand, that I would be felt led to move to the Philippines. You know, and then I've been here now for over 2 years. You just never know. So I'm on the second. That would be not the prologue. What's the ending of a book when they add on the end of it? Well, whatever. I'm in the footnotes of life. Let's see. Was that your Christmas party? J Boy asks.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's our Christmas party. So every year, anybody who's involved, I don't care if it's a mechanic or anyone who contributes to the success of our corporation, which it hasn't legally became a corporation yet, but it's going to, is treated to a dinner and a Christmas party every year. We've been doing that since the start. So
If I'd known about it before, I might have been here last year. If I'd known you.
It was-
But as you're talking about the beauty of YouTube, I met this gentleman. Maybe we shouldn't say gentleman. I met this man.
Man.
Okay, this is a grown man right here, and yeah, I wouldn't have met him if it wasn't for this platform.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, that
every-
party was fantastic. It was great.
So every year we did. Now it's gotten so big. So my circle's only 3 people. Well, three workers. I have 2 managers and an employee. So full time we only have 3 people. But the circle has grown because we have harvesters, we have
Wives.
farmers, wives, children,
Yeah.
families. Like one out of the 30 people, one of them groups yesterday was like 5 people from the same family. So, like I was telling the colonel, you don't really have one person per se help you. You have families. Like we're gonna do transplants probably Tuesday, from transplants to field. out
Talk
at
about
the farm.
rice.
Yeah, out there on the farm, and we'll have 2 full families doing that, and they're full families doing. They're pulling and transplanting the next day. So, which the guy that's floating it with his carabao, probably Monday if we can drain the water off because we're flooding.
Yeah, it's steep.
yeah.
There's a lot of water up there.
Once we get the water, I call it Lake Charles.
There you go.
Once we get the water off
That's
it
good. I love it.
and everything, then it's really family side. Like the chairman was saying, the chairman was telling Ray last night because the chairman came of the barangay,
Yeah.
which was an honor, and
Yeah, that was special.
yeah, him and his wife, and he was telling. This whole valley's related from the highway all the way up to the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
It's massive, and there's probably 300 people here.
yeah.
300 people related.
Now J Boy's asking how many cases of Red Horse, and I didn't drink any Red
4.
Horse.
We went through 4 cases and
4 cases.
a bottle of
You got to understand those youngsters that were out there, those young men. They went through that quick.
Fast, yeah.
Oh my goodness! I don't know how they were standing, but what it did was the dancing got to be
and
more
the karaoke.
more prolific. Yeah, and
And
more
the
of them
karaoke.
were singing, Now, see, when I do my bad karaoke, I'm stone cold sober, because I don't get drunk. That's just the way
Well,
it
we
is.
did 4 cases of Red Horse and a bottle of Bacardi Irish Cream and a big bottle of red wine. So that was
I,
total alcohol.
I'll have to come clean. I did have a little bit of the
Yeah,
red
you had
wine.
some red wine, yep.
Yeah, it's small a little bit. And Ted says, that's nice of you, Bell. It's 30 kilos isn't small, Colonel. Oh, well, when I do the video, that pig was small compared to a normal
Really?
size. That was a young pig, okay? So, but he still, yeah, it was good, though. It was good.
We do, what we do is,
For me, that's small.
it's really, it's nice of me to do that, but it's just returning the favor, man. Like these people, the more you, because my door's always open. In a disaster, like the chairman complimented me. Yeah, he had a bunch of people missing from a super typhoon, Tino, and he knew because they said, well, they're on the Americans floor, so he knew they were safe.
Yeah.
So he was telling me that, and I'm so open, like construction tools and cement mixers, and I'm open to the community. So it's like I was trying to tell the chairman last night, mi casa, you casa. So I don't look at anybody. I don't care if they're in a bamboo shack on a dirt floor, or if they're in a nice house. We're all equals, man. And that's how I live. And I'll tell you what, it pays off.
Yeah, and I was telling him too that not only all that he's giving back doing it's also and I'm not a big businessman. I've had a couple small businesses.
Oh, yeah.
But it's team building also. And you need help with that?
Can you?
Hey, I'll get it.
You need me to help? You need me to help you with that?
No, we're waiting.
Okay.
We're just waiting. They're gonna come back and get it.
They run they help out the local area with rice here, and because it saves the people money. They don't have to go into town or to the market, where they can just come up here to the Belluses here and get rice. I'm going to show you this bag his wife shot. We're not going to get his wife on it. She doesn't want to be seen, but can you lift that?
Yeah.
He's got a fish scale. Oh, did it break? Well, need a new one, I guess. And anyway, I was going to show you that.
How many?
We'll have to wait on that a little bit.
50. I think it's
I will
Let's
go.
see. I think that's called yelling, Colonel.
Where's the hook at? I just need-
Oh, you're talking about karaoke, Manila? Yeah,
Oh, it
well,
didn't break, Colonel.
no, actually, some of those. Oh, it didn't break. Okay, good.
So what's
Now, actually, Manila, some of those guys can sing, man. And Bellis, he sings professionally. This guy, you'd think he was a country music star, and he's actually sung with some famous people. And matter of fact, I don't think of mine. I said, let's do some Toby Keith, and he's like, man, I've met that guy. I've talked to that guy. To me, that's cool. Rest in peace. He's long since gone. Hello, Angela. Thank you for popping in and joining us. Appreciate you. You might not believe that, but I do.
It goes up to 100.
Thank you for joining. JP says, do the people in Leyte have any celebrations for the U.S. landing in World War II? I don't have that answer, JP. I will ask. Bella's is a little busy right now. We'll try to get back to that and get you an answer. Ted says, Colonel, sounds like you just followed the right path, yellow brick road. I appreciate you saying that, Ted, but honestly,
Right there, that's 50.
I don't know that I did that. I would just say that the Lord has blessed me with and given me opportunities in life that maybe some people have not had, maybe some people didn't take. But my life has been far from perfect, and far from perfect, and I've made a lot of mistakes, and hopefully learned from some of them. But most of the time, I don't. I just keep driving on. I don't believe in living in negativity and keeping yourself down and beating yourself down all the time, because life goes on, and why live like that? They talk. I'm ex-military, and I was in the bureau and everything, and people, they worry about if I would get suicidal because I'm alone a lot by myself, and I just tell people, you know what? I love myself too much, and that's not being arrogant, but I just appreciate what God has given me and done for me. So I love myself too much to commit suicide. Now in Thailand, when I lived there, I used to tell people, if you ever hear in the news that the colonel committed suicide, you better look into it because that's not happening. That means somebody offed me, okay, and and I didn't, because I'm not gonna do that to myself. But you hear about it all the time with expats, and it's actually a serious subject. But I always, whenever I would hear about something like that in Thailand, I'm like, did they really do that, or was there something else going on? But that's a topic for another day. Manila says, how bad exactly is the burning season? In Thailand, it's awful. Now, they're clamping down on some of that. And like the sugar cane, they're not supposed to burn that anymore. But that doesn't mean... Now, you got to understand, I've been away for I've left Thailand for 2 years already. Now, I did go back earlier this year for a short trip. And I imagine they're, in Isan, they're still burning, probably. But they're not supposed to. John Vasquez, welcome. Good morning from the Philippines. Hi, JP, Calibo, and the Colonel. Ted Zabellis, you have many mango trees or banana trees on your farm. Maybe too typhoon prone for those crops. He's doing rice and he's doing drawing a blank. Coconuts. So those are his big crops. And he's got a mango tree. I saw one around here, but not a lot. I see a lot of palm trees here. I literally, when you step outside their house, or the castle as the people around here call it, it looks like you're in the jungle. I mean, right in the jungle. Except for there's houses, but the rest of it is straight up jungle. And there's pit vipers and cobras. And I haven't seen them yet, but they're here. And right in the tree beside their house, the pit vipers. You gotta love that. That makes life exciting. All right. Oh, Gino and Dazzle, appreciate you being here. Good morning, Colonel and Bellis. Yeah, Gino's here. Bellis says hello. He's a little busy getting rice for a customer right now.
Ready?
Do you need help? Excuse me, folks.
We're good.
Okay. He's trying to lift this huge bag of rice. It must be 50, 60 kilos. Maybe more. I don't know. It's huge. Where are we at? So welcome, Gino. Appreciate you being here. Caught some of your live this morning. JP said, hey, John. Hey, Gino from JP. J-Boy, hey, Gino. John Vasquez Dazzle TV, absolutely. With our alien imagery. You got to love that. Uh-oh. I hit something wrong again. Yeah, Gino saying hello back. Hi, J-Boy, JP, John V. And Manila, well, we can let them sing and we'll just yell at people. Yeah, that's my singing. Well, now I asked Bellis, hey, let's do Song of the South by Alabama. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. And I sing that at the top of my lungs when nobody's around because then nobody can hear how badly I sing. But he was singing it with the mic, and I was singing along with him from behind the Christmas tree, and the young fellas were trying to give me the mic. I'm like, no, we don't need to do that. Just let me yell over here behind the Christmas tree, because I'm the song of the South, sweet potato pie and a shut mouth. It's just, I'm a country boy. And I'm from West Virginia, and I've lived in the South. I lived in Georgia, lived in Florida, lived in Texas twice. I love it. I can just totally relate. Now, I love me some sweet potato pie, too. I haven't had that in a hot minute, but that's some good stuff right there.
Once she gets out of there, out of the rice corner, we'll show you over there what's going on.
Okay. I wasn't going to do all that, but okay, we can do that.
But see,
we'll show it and you can explain what you're doing.
Yeah, of course.
Once the boss vacates that area. Yeah, I was going to say the premises, but just that area.
I used to laugh in America from the old time farmers because they would store their grain in the kitchen. They would literally open the window and dump their grain in the kitchen. And I was like, well, who the hell does this, It's like, what about hygiene and everything else? Here I am in the Philippines, and I'm so protective over the rice. It's in our living room. So not because of
literally,
not because of theft or anything, but coconut rice, roaches, bugs.
Bellis' wife says good morning. That was what that racket was.
My wife's throwing stuff at me. She's like,
If she's throwing it at you, she's throwing it at me too.
So yeah, now I understand. Well, I always say too, I understand the Great Depression. You know, when people were starving. I understand so much from being over here because this place is like living in the 40s in the province. It's like you're literally, not me, because I built this place comfortable for me, not my wife either. She didn't want this. She didn't want this. She'd be happy in a shack. No, this was all for me.
Yeah.
So I built this kind of this ecosystem in this house and this disaster-proof house and everything for me, so I could be comfortable. You know, call me selfish, but I'm not going to go live in a jungle and not have, you know, running water and backup power. And then you go to think about what you got.
It's the first castle I've seen in the jungle.
Well, it's a mini castle. So
I'm kind of teasing them a little bit.
But you think about, oh, we got massive earthquakes, massive typhoons, you know, with tsunamis, you know. So when I engineered it and everything was thought into the process. What you know, that show 1,000 or 1 million ways to die or whatever, you can times that by, the Philippines are 1 million ways to die on steroids. You know, anything from a cobra bite to a viper bite to even a spider bite. You know, certain things. So it's like, that's how I did this.
Yeah, let's transition a little bit. JP has a question for you.
Yeah.
Do they celebrate MacArthur's landing in World War II here on Leyte?
I think they do. Yeah, I think they do. In fact, that was just not too long ago.
Okay.
I remember it. I remember seeing it on
October.
Facebook.
He said the landing was October 20th, 1944, and he said, I'm laughing at this. I'm laughing at you here, JP. He says if Fortune was on here, he could tell us exactly what time they stepped on the beach.
I actually know.
Because Fortune's he's like an encyclopedia, man.
A distant
Master
family
Yoda.
member from Leyte that comes here to Leyte. His significant other he met in Subic Bay when he was in the Navy, and he's actually a distant relative to MacArthur.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah,
his
that's right. You
last
told me
name's
about
MacArthur.
him.
Yeah,
Last name's
it's
MacArthur.
I'm like, I gotta ask. He's like, what's are you related to MacArthur? He's like, yes, I am. I'm like, that is awesome, dude.
Yeah, that is awesome, kind of.
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
to have one of MacArthur's family members, and he actually came here to my house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry. So JP, you know, we'll have to ask Fortune, you know, what time it was and what they had for lunch. You can ask Fortune next time he gets around to being on here or somebody else's stream. Let's see, Kim David, what would you move from Iloilo to live around Kalibo? I'm not opposed to that. I am not opposed to that. Yeah, I've been up to Kalibo, and I don't have an issue with Kalibo. Yeah, I mean, I'm considering that. I even mentioned that, I think, a couple times on one of the streams, is that I would look at living up there. And I very well may, because I don't want to live in the city, to be honest with you. I don't want to live in the city. I just went to Iloilo as kind of a stepping stone to give me the ability to travel around, visit things, meet other people. And I'm having a blast doing that. I've been there, 2 months? And I mean, I've met Bella's here. I've met James and Karen. I mean, I'm just meeting. It's great. I've met all kinds of people in Iloilo. My buddy Mark, I'm going to interview him one day about how he came over here. Just meeting all kinds of people. And I actually met a while back, before I moved to Iloilo, but I was visiting, I met a gentleman that we worked at the same institution, but at different times. He knows, we have mutual friends and acquaintances from the job. And I said, talk about a small world. Who would have thought I would come over to Panay Island and I would meet someone else who was in the Bureau like me? So let's get back to...
It's a small world.
Yeah, it's a very small world. J-Boy says, LOL, JP, wouldn't surprise me if Fortune had that information. Wouldn't surprise me either. Matter of fact, I guarantee you he probably does. Did you break out your dance moves last night, Colonel? Very briefly, J-Boy. They got to see the jelly roll jiggling just a little bit last night. Not a whole lot because, you know, that party was focusing on the work crew and I didn't want to bring attention on myself. I sang one song.
It's all good, bro.
I told him to he turned the volume up. I said, so they couldn't hear the mic, couldn't hear me singing.
No, I didn't.
But I did tell you to turn it up. All right. Thanks, J-Boy, for remembering those dance moves. I only have a couple. That's funny. Ted said, Bellis must have his own mill or a mill close by.
We do have a mill, so we'll sun dry. We'll sun dry at harvest or whatever, and then we'll bag, so it's rough stock, and then we will sun dry again, and we will go to the mill. I don't own the mill, no, and I don't. I'm into things way bigger than rice and uh, and cokra. So I didn't purchase my farms for this product. This is just a sideline that came with the farm. So I'm just continuing their tradition and basically it's a give back for less. So we sell for way less than town or any other place close. I mean, and it's just to give back to the community too, and so they don't have to go to town because if they have to go to town, they end up spending 100 pesos, 50 there, 50 back. That saves them 100 pesos right off the bat, and then we're about 90, 10, 20. We're about 30 pesos under cost anyway on our rice. So we're saving them, quite a chunk of change, and it's giving back to the community. And it's like I was telling the colonel, it's security, man. I mean, if you have a good circle here, you're secure. Especially on this side. This is a wild, wild west, man. This island, yeah, this is the jungle. When they say, welcome to the jungle, yeah, welcome to Leyte, bro, because you're in the jungle.
Yeah,
You're
they're
really in the jungle.
yeah, and we're not putting everything out. There's some
I love it.
there's some interesting stuff going on this island.
Well, I
Yeah.
love it. I do. Like my valley, I love, the people, and there's haters in my valley too, but you got to build a circle, man, or you ain't going to be around there long. Or
You can read into that what you want, and you're correct. That's what he's saying.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
And you
it-
don't come here with attitude. In fact, there's several people here that were expats that built here, and my guys told me I'm the only foreigner in the whole history of this valley that's been nice.
Yeah, I would say
What?
don't go to any foreign country, and then in particular this island in this area where he's at. Don't come here cocky.
Or bring an attitude.
Yeah, don't come here thinking that you're gonna run. So you're
You
the
ain't changing
you're the you know
nothing.
what.
You gotta blend, man.
Yeah. So let's catch up on these. We're getting
Yeah, yeah.
behind on the comments again. Let's see. Oh, Scuba Steve. Hey brother. Hey brother. Back to you, JP. Hey Scuba. Scuba's waving. Yeah, let's see. Oh, Trish is still here. Thanks, Trish, for sticking around and lurking there in the background.
Where's
I love
she
it.
from? Trish.
Trish is in New Zealand.
Oh, okay. It's New Zealand.
You look relaxed and happy. Well, a lot of people say, "Oh, you look happy." I can put on a happy face. I'll be honest with you, I'm not always happy, but I'm very contented here in the Philippines.
It's very slow.
And yeah, it is more relaxing.
Totally chill.
But behind everybody's smile and everybody's face, sometimes it's not always the case, and I'm no different than anybody else. So we'll leave that at that. I'm okay. But yes, I'm relaxed. And thanks for noticing. Saying Scuba Steve saying hi to you, Bellas. John Vasquez, hey Scuba with the alien face. JP, the more I hear about Cataclan, the more I think that will be my next stop. Okay, JP. Like I said, when I talk to you, JP and I have talked, folks, and outside of
you
just
can
on
tie
here.
up and all that.
And I just told him, maybe just wait till you get over here and check things out for yourself. Don't formulate firm decisions when you're in the U.S. Wait till you get here and actually see it. And then you can make more educated decisions on what you're going to do. You can have a plan, but be ready to change the plan because your feelings might change because most of the time you go to either Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, whatever, and you come to the Philippines, lots of times your expectations, it's not at all what you expected, okay? Now, I had visited Thailand, so I knew what to expect when I got there. But the first time I visited there, man, I didn't have a clue. I didn't know what to expect, but it turned out all right, and I liked it. But I like the Philippines better, having said that. Let's see, Jake Boy, does Bellas have pigs and chickens as well? I know he has one chicken because we got an egg from it.
Yeah, actually, I was telling, because I follow James and Karen a lot, and I was James was doing Rhode Island Reds and some other breeds, and I was telling what happened, how I got the chickens was I buy chickens, natives from the mountain, and we eat them. So they capture these wild chickens, and I ended up getting 3, that were too skinny to eat. So I said, just feed them out, just feed them out. Well, pretty soon, we were feeding them out. They were laying eggs, man. And native chickens are like, they were laying tons of eggs, dude. So I kept putting them under one chicken.
Survival.
Yeah, 26 babies I had. This hen sat on 26 eggs.
Wow.
Eggs 100% hatched out. I got chickens.
That's
but
high.
it's like the typhoons, everything's destroying my chicken thing. So basically, what is that? That's another giveaway. So the 5 chickens got out. Well, when chickens get out here, people eat them. So it's like, so
That gives new meaning to free range.
yeah.
They're free range chicken. Once they get out, they're all free range, which means
everything here is
which means they're free to take. That's
and
what
they
the people
do.
think.
That's just like, it's just like, oh, that's my contribution. Oh, I lost 5 chickens this week. That's my contribution to the community.
But meanwhile, yeah, the people are, that's 5 dinners right there.
Yeah. So, or more.
Yeah.
I mean, because they'll eat one piece of chicken like this and a pile of rice like this.
That's true. And they'll say they're full. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
and pigs, no, I don't do pigs, but there is money in pigs. We were talking about this yesterday. I don't see a lot of money in chickens, but yes, I do see money in pigs. Having a piggery, and a lot of guys have piggeries on my valley, which is the barangay, but I call it my valley. A valley, but it's actually a barangay.
And believe it or not, you guys, everybody can think what they want, but if any of you follow James and Karen Adventures, if you want to learn how to do pigs in a way that
Very clean.
it's just amazing. Learn from Karen and her mom. I don't know what, I know it's it's the food. And yeah, they're out there, they're cleaning up their stalls and whatnot. But I lived in Thailand, and there's a lot of pork raised in Thailand. And the stench is it's crazy, and the flies and everything. But at James and Karen, she's only doing 2 pigs right now. But there is, and I'm not exaggerating, there is no smell. And even their runoff pit in the back, when they're cleaning, they wash all the feces and everything down, the manure, no smell, even from the pit back there. And I've never seen that, where the pigs that don't stink. But if anybody wants to know, you talk to Karen, because whatever she got going, they have the secret. And I thought, you know what? If I could raise pigs and there's no smell, I'd raise pigs, because there is money. You're not going to get rich unless you're doing it on a large scale.
Yeah.
But there is money to be made, because I was going to invest with another person that I know, and I decided not to because I was moving. But I contemplated it. There is risk, because if your piglets, if they die, then that's a loss.
The swine flu.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes through here, every so many years.
Yeah. So there's risk, but there's also profit to be made.
Yeah.
JP says, Colonel, I saw Toby Keith, Brooks and Dunn, Keith Urban, and Sarah Evans in concert at the Gorge way back. Best live music ever. I bet that was a good show. I'd have liked to seen that.
I've never met Brooks and Dunn or any of them, but Keith Urban I've actually met Keith Urban here, and I met
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith several times, and Big and Rich was Kid Rock.
I forgot about Big
Gretchen
Rich.
Wilson, Cowboy
Gretchen
Troy,
Wilson.
the Music Mafia, as far the Country Music Mafia or whatever that. Big and I'll tell you, because John Rich's dad was a preacher too. John Rich was Big and Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Gretchen Wilson from like New Jersey?
No, she was from like somewhere over there. I don't know. But
Yeah, she
I'll tell you what,
wasn't from the South.
my ranch in Wyoming, my neighbor was one of their sponsors, because I'm not wealthy, but everybody around me is wealthy. So he married a gal that owns casinos.
In Wyoming, he's talking about.
Yeah, casinos in Vegas, and she sponsored a lot of. So I would go over there, or I'd be selling hay or whatever to the neighbor, and I'd take a load of hay over there, and there was Gretchen Wilson sitting there.
Wow.
And she seen me. So there was a brand new mop head, brand new mop. She puts this mop head on her head. So she's like this with this mop head on her head. And I saw Cowboy Troy there too, and I knew right off the bat who it was.
Yeah.
And my neighbor gave me. He's like, "Thanks a lot, boss." Hey, nice outfit, Gretchen or whatever, or whatever. And then she's like all embarrassed and she pulled it. She's like this, and
She's hoping you didn't see her.
I said, I'm not like that, you know. We got a lot of money. Like Tommy Lee Jones fishes a creek right next to my
okay,
place.
cool.
You know, Men in Black, and
Yeah.
I'm just really and Polo's massive. I know a lot of the Coca-Cola family, the beer family, the Budweiser family, and because they're all around me, because we're surrounded. Yeah, my neighbor invented that. My neighbor's great-grandfather
Family, yeah.
invented Coke.
Yeah.
Right from my hometown, because it tastes like crap to take medicine, so they invented Coke to take the medicine with, so the kids would take the medicine. So that's why Coke was originated, and then people started liking it, so they separated, and then they got a beverage. Is that the weirdest shit?
Yeah, and there's more to that story too.
Yeah.
But okay, let's sketch it. Scuba Steve says, Johnny, good morning. Where are you guys? Are you asking us, Steve, where we're at? We're in Leyte.
Yeah. Eastern side of Leyte.
Yeah, the eastern side of Leyte.
We got sun out there.
Yeah. Oh, the sun is out. Oh my goodness. We might have to pause for a moment of silence. The sun is out in Leyte.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. But anyway, let's see. Lowell, hey, Lowell, welcome. Yeah, Lowell Matheson. Hello from Oregon. Chat GTP said Iloilo is the #1 city for my medical limits and safety, mobility, and entertainment. I'm fearful of SSDI medical reviews. Thoughts?
Did you weigh, babe?
Lowell, honestly, I
What do you
don't
ask?
really have thoughts on. He's saying that ChatGTP said Iloilo is the #1 city for his medical limits and safety, mobility, and entertainment. I'm fearful of SSDI medical reviews. I'll say this though, I've seen a lot of ramps, but there's the one entrance to SM. I got to walk up the steps, and with my arthritis, I don't do well on steps, so I don't like that. But if you go around the back, you can go straight in. But then there's still steps. So, but there's the wide sidewalks, wide streets, and things like that. Iloilo's laid back city. Now, if you're in a four-wheeled vehicle, you're going to be stuck in traffic. That's just the way it is. So
That's
it's,
on Panay Island?
yeah, Panay. It's where I'm at.
I'll tell you, man.
But as far as like the SSDI medical reviews stuff, I don't have any thoughts on that because I haven't had any experience with that. So anything I said, I would just be making up something. I don't want to do that. There's other people that from Elo that might be able to answer those questions better. There's other channels and stuff that might be able to help you better with that. I'm sorry, I don't have really an opinion or information on that. JP says hello to you, Lowell, from Oregon. Hello, JP again. Yeah, you guys were over on Gino, I believe. Yeah, Gino should know about that too, Lowell. JP, I'll take you to Cataclan and introduce you to Dazzle's family that live there. Great. JP, Gino, some of my favorite videos are you and Dazzle's family by the river hanging out. It's not only hearing about catching squid and other fish. Jigging for squid. J-Boy, hopefully James and Karen can still make it out there safely. Yeah, I think they'll be coming here eventually, just not for the time that I'm here, which was the plan. And I kind of wanted to surprise everybody with that, and we were all going to go live here, but it just didn't happen that way, and that's okay. They will get out here to meet Belus in person in due time, Lord willing. Wow, TH. I don't know what are you wowing, John? But Daniel, howdy y'all. Yeah, howdy y'all back. And good morning, Daniel. I saw you there on Gino's, I believe it was. Brooks and Dunn, JP says, filmed the video for Only in America there. They had a helicopter filming, and you can see the area where I live. Okay, nice. Daniel, those chickens sound more like rabbits, LOL. They're pretty scrawny, Daniel, but they're much like the chickens in Thailand. I call them yard birds. And yeah, you're not going to get a lot of meat on them. But hey.
And they're tougher too.
Yeah, a little bit
The
tougher,
skin's
but they taste so, you know,
Yeah, it
it
tastes
is
fine.
it is what it is. And some people do raise rabbits. I haven't seen it yet, but I know I think Karen raised rabbits at one time. Lowell says, I'm not sure why people don't raise more meat rabbits. Oh, as I just mentioned, they're self-reproductive and provide a lot of meat per year. Yeah, I think one of the issues would be with rabbits for me in the Philippines would be the heat. Rabbits don't do well in heat when it's really really hot. So you have to have an avenue to keep their pens cool and things like that if you want them to be really productive. And some people do rabbits over here. I just haven't personally seen it, but I've seen it on videos on YouTube and stuff of people here in the Philippines that do raise rabbits.
I know. I'm surprised about the goat. I am so. Man, you come to the Philippines if you're a beef eater like me, because I'm a Wyoming rancher. You know, of course I eat beef. I love beef. Try the goat, because I always thought it was gross. I thought when I pictured goat, it was like a gross, stinky goat, you know, or whatever. But oh man, have you had the goat here?
Not here, but I had goat in Texas.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
I ate the first time I ate goat, and probably the only time I ate goat was in Texas, where it was barbecued over a mesquite stump.
That
And that
sounds
was
really
yeah, it was
Well,
good.
they make this-
honestly, it tastes like chicken. I ain't gonna lie.
They make
It
this
did.
goat like almost like an adobo, but it's like a
Oh, okay.
like
That
a
would be good, too.
roast, and the meat's just falls apart.
Yeah.
It's just so, and it's got the sweet taste to it.
Yeah.
So it's sweeter than beef. It's so good.
They got that?
You get that?
I was gonna get, but you can't.
That's
She
all
walked
right.
in. That's all right. Well, we're not gonna be able to get to, but that's a big old bag of rice going out the door.
How much, babe? 60 kilo? 50?
50 kilos of rice going out the door at how much per kilo? If you,
90.
no, you don't have to.
No, 90.
Okay, 90
Nine times
pesos
five.
per kilo. So 9 times 5. So we're like what?
450.
450 pesos for 50 kilos of rice. And honestly, that's dirt cheap for the Philippines. That's dirt cheap. Okay.
You know what I say?
I never paid that low.
And
you know?
I tell my workers, if we don't have to do great. We don't have to be rich from the farm. We don't have to even. If we
wait.
make $20, I'm completely happy.
Wait,
as long as it pays for
Yeah.
itself.
No, I was paying 50 pesos a kilo in San Juan.
Well, it's 120
50,
here.
55.
It's 120 here.
Really? And it depends.
120
It
pesos.
depends on the grade too.
Yeah,
so
120 here.
for here, it's cheap. They're 120.
So it's 90.
I
30.
thought I was paying 50 some for the good rice in San Juan per kilo. Maybe it was half a kilo. I don't know. That's not
A
important.
kilo is quite a bit of rice.
It was a
So we
bag.
don't-
It was a bag. A
So
paper
we
bag.
sell.
like
We
this
sell
tall
by.
and that.
I'm sorry. Babe. We sell. It's 90
Oh,
a
bushel. It's 90 a bushel.
Yeah,
That's
we sell by the bushel.
okay, and that's bigger than a
So,
kilo.
Yeah. So,
So-
we sell by the bushel.
Okay, my bad. I knew something wasn't right there.
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
I was like, that's really hot. Okay, I forgot they sell by the bushel.
But it is when you figure it out, it's
Filipino
it's
bushel.
way less than what they're gonna pay in town or from a sorry or whatever. And it's just basically
Yeah, because
That's security
that
thing.
bushel you're doing is, I'm just eyeballing it. It looks like it's more than 2 kilos.
yeah. How many kilo in a bushel, babe?
2 kilo plus.
Yeah,
plus, yeah.
That's what. Yeah, that's right on.
Probably
Yeah,
2.5
Yeah, so
kilos.
it's just over. It's over 2 kilos. So that would be 100. In San where I lived, it'd be 100 more, 110, 120. So it's about right. Yeah. Okay, we got that cleared up. Ted says piggeries are risky. Prices can drop at any time. We have a few, but not many. We do some chickens too. Rhode Island Reds for egg business here in Bohol. Yeah, Ted, you're exactly right about the piggeries. I was just kind of saying if people want to learn how to do it without smell, they need to talk to Karen and her mother. I don't know how they do it. I know it's the food has a lot to do with it. The pellets that they give them, they don't smell. It's just crazy. I've never seen a pig do it. So Gino says, very few Filipinos in the Philippines eat rabbit. Rabbit here is a pet for many. Okay, Gino, thank you for clarifying that. But I do know, like on Mindanao, there's one guy, he raises them for food. But you're right, what happens with the rabbits is something, they see them and they're cute and then they don't want to kill them.
You know, Karen and James and Karen is the first one that I heard eating bats. You know, I've never heard that, but the
Bats.
locals like, oh yeah, We eat bats once in a while. I've had bat. So, yeah, she was the first one I've ever heard of. that they eat bat. Yeah.
All I
yeah.
can think is Ozzy. But,
We have a big bat here, man. I mean, his wingspan's like 3.5 feet. And he's this giant bat, and he attacks this fruit tree over here.
Yeah, big fruit bat, I
It
guess.
sounds like a eagle when it attacks it. I've seen him like 4 times from the roof deck.
Do the sound again. What kind of sounds he make?
When he flops?
Yeah, you said he makes a sound when he goes in. You know he's going in because you can hear the wings.
Well, it's like, he's like attacking this fruit. He sounds like an eagle shaking his wings. Yeah, and then I've seen him fly over, and I'm just like, wow, well, the locals think it's a spirit. Because they're superstitious.
Yeah.
So they think it's a witch. It's just a bat. I'm like, it's just a bat. No. It's like, okay, whatever,
Yeah.
We'll go with it.
So
'Cause there's a superstition for everything here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's why I used to pick up coins on the road, and then I was told, no, they throw them down when the funeral processions. Don't pick up the money. I'm like, I'm sorry. If I see money in the ground, I'm picking it up.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
I was always told pennies make dollars, so I figure centavos make pesos,
Yeah.
But anyway, Daniel says, I met Donnie Marie Osmond in an elevator. No joke, man. Well, are they no joke, or you're no joke, or it's no joke that you met them? I know what you mean. I'm just messing with you. I don't know. I met the Osmonds in an elevator.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
just, I want to say so much of that, but it just, I just don't, I don't know. Anything I would say probably wouldn't be appropriate, so I'll just be quiet. Any expats here got their police clearance or certificate? This is from Scuba. Is that
Yeah,
Scuba
I
Steve
have.
or Scuba? Is that you, Scuba Steve? Or yeah, that's one of yours. Okay. Any expats here got their police clearance or certificate of good morals once they got here in the Philippines for their SRV? Steve, I did mine after the fact. Absolutely. And what I did is I went through the FBI first, and you do it all online and everything. And for the fingerprints, I went to the local PD, Filipino police, had them fingerprint me, and I sent the fingerprint card in. I had to mail it. Now, if you're in the U.S., for people that don't know, you can go to places. It's faster and better if you do it where they do the electronic fingerprints. Here in the Philippines, they don't. It's all on paper, the old school. You roll your fingerprints. And but yeah, I did it, and then I had to get that back. You have to get an apostille too for the SRV. Hey, Steve, we can talk. You can send me PMs and private message. We can talk about that more if you want, or I'll call you, or you can call me. Rabbit poop is great for your garden. I like the meat; it's pretty tasty. That's from Daniel. Yeah, I used it in the garden, and when I had rabbit in the U.S. Yep, I used it as fertilizer. JP says I love rabbit too. To me, rabbit is like a really. It's like eating chicken with a lot of tendons and stuff in it. My grandmother used to. She used to do that. She used to boil it, I think. But to me, it was like chicken, eating chicken. Josh Wilson, welcome, Josh Wilson. He says coworker had a skin meat rabbit in the work freezer. I thought it was a cat. Oh, I can understand that. I could understand that. Yep, that's funny. Goat is delicious. This is from Gino. Goat is delicious in the Philippines. Gino, when I had goat in Texas, it was great.
It is good.
Yeah, I haven't had it in the Philippines though.
What do you call that, babe?
And JP says, Google says New Zealand white rabbits handle both heat and cold too. And Scuba, we got 5
What
goats,
do you call goat meat?
but they are family and nobody is eating them. Okay,
Goat meat.
Scuba,
What do you call goat when you eat
if you ever get really
Goat.
hungry, though,
it?
if you ever get really hungry there, Steve, you might have to rethink
goat?
them as family members. I'm
No.
just saying.
Never
No
mind.
offense, but I'm just saying.
The food?
Yeah.
JP, goats have too much personality for me.
Can't say that.
I prefer to eat, not slaughter. Goats have, I don't. That's different, JP. Okay.
They got too much personality for him, like a dog.
Yeah, but he says he prefers to eat, not slaughter. So you gotta slaughter them. You gotta slaughter them to eat them.
Well, he prefers
think-
to maybe buy it.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe he's trying to say something else. I prefer not to eat, not
Oh,
slaughter.
yeah, not
maybe
to
not.
eat.
I think you missed a word there, JP. That's the Washington State coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah, I know Washington. Yeah.
No, JP's conservative. But I'm just teasing you, JP. Hold on, I gotta catch up. Josh says, what would keep the rabbit population under control over there?
Here, there's
You
no
got
population problem.
Yeah, there's no population problem over here,
Everything.
but you have eagles. The eagles would take care of the
Yeah,
rabbits,
it's not how big
and
the eagles are.
king cobras take care of the rabbits. Snakes, yeah, there's all kinds. There would not be an overpopulation. Now, the eagles here are huge, so yeah, the rabbits would not. They would be hiding in their holes if they were living wild. Okay, Leo, good morning. Thank you for jumping into the live. Says hello to the Colonel. Harsh said hi. Hi back to you, Harsh. How are you? Welcome to the channel. And we're just sitting here in Leyte in the Philippines, just chit-chatting with my friend Belus. He stepped off the screen there for a minute or so. Ted says, goat is candying. Is that candy? I don't understand. I don't understand that, Ted. I want to eat the meat, just don't want to kill them. Okay, JP, that's what Belus was saying. Okay, he understood you. Yeah, sorry for my confusion. Okay, Harsh, can I donate you $10,000? You know, Harsh, dude, that's, how am I supposed to answer that? All our goats we get, we will eat, but not the 2 moms and 3 babies we have now. They are the OG. And Harsh, if you had been on my channel before, I'm not even monetized, so we don't even talk about money. Because I'm not on YouTube for the money. I don't need it, I'll take it if they give it to me, but I'm not even monetized, folks. So you can be funny all you want about that. Let's see. Ted says pythons are the big problem here with chickens and would be with rabbits. True. Yeah. So, Harsh, you do what you want to do, man. If it allows you to donate, you go right ahead. But I think you're going to find that you're wasting your time and your energy. Let's see. J-Boy Belus, I think he has, 3 hectares? I think that's what or 7. 7 hectares? 3 hectares? I can't remember. I forget. It's a big farm. But it's not huge, he doesn't have half the island. But he's got quite the operation going. No, not monitored yet. And don't really, Harsh, I'm not concerned with it, okay? You don't even have to talk about it anymore because it's not a concern of mine. I appreciate the people that want to help me and want my channel to grow. But I'm not begging, I'm not pleading. Hopefully people come on here and they like what we talk about and they like the content and things happen from there. However, I'm not in a position where I have to do that. I'm just doing this for fun and to meet different people and talk to different people like you.
That's what I always do to my wife. So, sneak in.
Yeah, Bellis is back. Well, I know what Bellis was doing.
So, yeah, I'm smoking.
Yeah.
So, you want to show them the rice real quick?
Okay, we can.
Okay.
We're going to go over and show you the right. Let's see, hold on. Candying is Visayan word for goat kernel. Oh, thanks, Ted. I didn't know that. I haven't learned that. How did you get from your place, Doug, to Bellows? I flew, and then one of his staff picked me up. Jersen picked me up in their little multi-cab. That was a hoot. DJ, what's going on? Okay, we're going to show you. We're going to turn the camera around, and we're going to show you their rice operation here, or some of it.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, you get to see some of his beautiful home, too.
So, this is from the farms. I have 2 coconut farm and a rice farm. And this is from, now, when we harvest, this is like this. So what we do is we dry. So this is kerneled rice. And then this is processed rice, milled rice. So what we do is...
Okay, Harsh, thank you. You're from India. Sorry, Bells, go.
No worries. So what we do is we put it all here. And then we have a doorbell on the gate at the bottom of the hill. So they'll ding that doorbell. And then we just go down and they'll say 2 bushels, 50 kilos, whatever.
Want to show them the bushel?
Yeah, so I think, babe, is a can a bushel? A big can?
Yeah, that's it.
One big
Two
can?
of that is
Two of this?
a bushel.
So two of these?
Yeah.
Two of these is a bushel.
Yes.
So that's one bushel, and then we sell by the bushel.
Yeah, 2 of these cans make 1 bushel,
Yeah.
and they sell 90 pesos per bushel. So 2
That-
cans
the
are for
higher
90
quality.
pesos.
So this is the higher quality. So see, I don't know if they can see the quality, but it's whiter. So if we get a darker rice with more of these darker kernels in it, then it's 85 or less. We have 2 grades. The higher grade, the higher goes for 90. And yeah, so we just every quarter we stock this up, and it's like a benefit, you know. For us, it's security for the community, and for the community, they get to eat less because food on Leyte is like double. You can buy something in Cebu City, and by the time it makes Leyte, it costs double. So it's a blessing for
Yeah,
everybody.
because of having to boat everything over from the other
and
outlets.
it's just me or Caroline or us passing on the blessing that we're blessed. Now, I'd say blessing because the first harvest from the farm was 40 bags. The second harvest from the farm after we took over was 60 kilo bags. So we are truly blessed by the man upstairs. I mean, we are totally blessed.
So look at all that rice, folks. And yes, this is inside the house because of rats and other things.
Yeah, it's
And-
safe here.
Yeah, it's great. I was sitting, I hear a doorbell ring, and I'm like, huh? And he's like, oh, that's people they want to buy rice. So can they see the rest of the house?
Yeah, go ahead, show me.
Okay, we're just going to swing around here. You get to see the rest of the house. If I'd gone live last night, this is what you would have seen. And out there on the front porch, that's where they were dancing. I'm going to open the door if I
Yeah,
can.
go ahead. And show them the sunshine.
The dog's on the table. And anyway, yeah, this is the jungle they live in. That dog is part of the security team. And the sun is out. Now it's cloudy, but the sun is out for right now. So anyway, that's it. And Harsh, to answer your question, I would consider going to India, but that's not in any of my plans right now. I think I love the food. The Indian food is. I would go for the food, to be honest with you. But it's not in my plan right now. I know James and Karen want to, and I'm going to flip this back around. Yeah, I'm back. So, yeah, I'm not opposed to that, Harsh. Yeah, I appreciate the offer for the 10,000. I was kind of chuckling because usually when I get stuff like that, the people are just messing with me, and but I'm not even monetized yet. Let's see, David hit me up on Scuba Double Do on Messenger. That's from Scuba Dobus. Okay. Scuba Dobados. I'll get it, Steve. Okay. Private message me. Okay, Steve. J-Boy, all the rice stored inside. Yes, J-Boy. And we mentioned why it's stored inside, and Bella said, it's not because for security, but it's to keep the rodents and
For
critters.
Basically hygiene.
Yeah,
Really hygiene.
yeah, to keep the dirt out, keep the bugs out, keep the
And we have air
rats
dryers,
out
so-
and everything.
So this split AC up here is an air dryer too, which we run it on dry. So it also keeps the humidity down, which is right now is probably, even with that air dryer on, it's probably 65%.
Yeah, yeah, the humidity here is
Phenomenal.
incredible.
Yeah.
So Steve says, nice rice.
Thank you.
And Bellis, you got it going on. Yeah, he does.
Thank
He
you.
does. My channel is Harsh. I'll try to get over there and check out your channel. I don't have my pin on me
I can
right.
take a snapshot.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
screenshot it.
Harsh_YTO.
I just screenshot it. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Thank you, appreciate it. Harsh, well, I'll check that out. Okay. And so if you see a new subscriber, you'll see me if I subscribe to it. Jay Boy, that's nice of Bellis and his wife to look after the community. Good people, absolutely. Jay Boy, you're absolutely correct. Let's see, Lowell says, so are rats a problem with rice being stored in a bag in the house? Not in this house, they're not.
No, it's pretty bad.
Their house is closed up. Okay, this is a modern house. So we're not living in a kubo
It's
here.
like a building almost. It's not even like a house.
Yeah, it's a solid. This is solid. It's not an issue. And minimal gap under the doors and things like that. I don't see a rat getting in here unless a door was left open. Let's see. Lowell says, so, okay, we are just right there. I'm sorry. Nice land there from Steve. How many square meters?
I think on this lot it's only 500.
500
This
square
is only
meters.
built on 500. The house and my wife owned it prior to me even meeting her. She had purchased this land from her job, and it was really a challenge building here because it's shaped like this. So the only solid place was on the corner that we could put this on bedrock. With the earthquakes, I mean, we've had a 7, a couple 6.8s, go ahead. And yeah, so it was really, and this is a disaster-proof house, so I wanted it on a solid piece of ground, and we were really, restricted on where we could build on this lot, which later we may expand later, buy a couple lots from neighbors or whatever and expand, but we have the farms now. It's 7 hectares, and it's like, we'll probably build some stuff, do some building.
Yeah, the concrete beams on this house, or concrete posts on this house, they look to me like 14 inches square. I mean, they're huge.
Yeah, they're columns, and it's basically yeah, you can show them. I'll show them how big it is. I'll walk over there.
Look at the size of that column.
I'll show them how big it is. This is how big it is. This is a main beam here.
Yeah, see how big that is?
I can't get my arms around it.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 12 inches in one direction.
Double steel throughout.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. All right. Ted says, Colonel asked Belus, does he have irrigation there or deep well? We rely 100% on rain up here in the hills of Bohol.
We have massive rain.
All right, Harsh, bye.
Right?
Thanks for coming over.
Right now we have massive flooding. I mean, it never stops raining here. So our problem is fighting the water, draining off the fields low enough to get the rice in. Yeah, what's that?
If it's okay to ask, how did Belus and wife meet?
Oh, sure.
By the way, nice tattoos, Belus.
Oh, well, all that came from Ukraine, the war in Ukraine. But as far as my wife and we met. I came over visiting with another member, and we actually met in a kayak race, and it was my birthday, and she was so hospitable, and I walked up to her sister's place, and I fell in love with it. Not Caroline per se, the place. I'm like, whoever did all this is amazing.
Do you want to tell any of the backstory before that?
Not really.
Okay, never mind.
You mean with the cousin and stuff?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Don't want to get in trouble.
Sorry. Okay.
Well, no, I would, but I don't want to get in trouble because she's a little demon. So, ain't that right, babe? Well, I was forced to come here. I was literally forced to come here. I won't say any names, but I was forced to come here from her cousin, and it was either...
You don't have to say anymore.
That's okay. You come here, or I'm calling the police, and I'm going to tell them you raped me. So I'm like, when are we leaving? So I come here, and your audience is small enough. I won't have to worry about it.
You never know.
So, and then I came here, and the nephew, which is basically like our son, he asked me, he's like, well, you having fun? And I just poured my guts out, dude. I'm like, I was forced to come here. And he just is like, oh my God. And yeah, and they came to my rescue.
But somebody was listening though.
Well, my wife was eavesdropping.
Yeah, she was before she was his wife.
Before. So, in fact, I tried to build a relationship with my wife. She would not for the longest time because she didn't want to intrude on the cousin. But me and the cousin were just friends. There wasn't a relationship there. So it was just more or less a friends with benefits kind of thing. So, yeah, so anyway, to make a long story short, we go on this kayak race, and I'm sitting there, and Caroline's just so sweet and just so hospitable, beautiful. I was in love, dude. And I actually said a prayer. I'm like, God, I'm with the wrong I'm with the
Yeah.
wrong woman. Save me from this and this and that. And then we left and I started communicating slowly and pretty soon we were like, oh, she was okay with it, and then 2 years later we ended up getting married, and the rest is
And here we are.
here we are in Leyte,
Yeah.
land of the rain.
Yeah. Yeah. So Steve says, where is Bellis from?
Wyoming.
He's from Wyoming. He's a cowboy from Wyoming.
I'm a Wyoming ranch kid, basically, or rancher now, but a Wyoming rancher and 28-year underground miner.
He put his cowboy hat on yesterday, and I was in their kitchen. He came down around the corner. I didn't recognize him, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then it dawned on me, like, "Oh, that sounds stupid."
I'm like, "Good."
But I thought it was Juan Valdez. I thought it was Juan Valdez coming bringing the coffee in. I don't know, but yeah, he looked totally different with that hat because he had it pulled down. I was just like, then he said, "I'm like, okay, I just embarrassed myself."
He didn't know.
I didn't know he was. I was like, "Oh my goodness."
I did that for the
was
workers
funny.
because they've never. I said, "This is how you party in Wyoming. You got a hat, jeans, belt.
Yeah.
I didn't have my boots on or anything, but it's like it's our normal dress up.
He looked like when I lived in Texas. Now he looked like what we call goat roper. That's what he looked like. We said, "Oh,
I've been called worse.
that's a goat roper, right?" No, that's not a derogatory term. We just call it when they had the big belt buckles in Texas. Yeah, it's goat roper. And so Ted says, guys, we bought 3,500 square meters for 200,000 pesos back in 2010 from the wife's uncle. Got very lucky. I have to do the math, but that sounds dirt cheap to me. That's dirt cheap.
How many square meters?
35 square. I'd have to do the
Thousand?
math. 35,000 square meters for 200,000 pesos.
Okay, yeah, that is.
So you do the division there. That's dirt cheap. The cheapest I've ever seen anywhere in the Philippines for me was 300 pesos per square meter. And it's hard to find, but you can get farmland like that. Now, I did see a guy had a hectare, and he was selling it for, what, 1 million pesos for 1
I don't
hectare?
remember, babe. How much did we pay?
Yeah,
for-
Jay Boy said, that's awesome, Elvin. Very, Ted, they're very, very
How
lucky.
much
Chat
did we
me
pay
after you're
per
live.
square
Okay.
meter?
It's up in the hills overlooking Cebu City. Awesome views here. We're in the jungle too, like Bellis. Okay, Ted. Yeah, I've been to Cebu. I've been to the city. I didn't go outside the city though.
What is Ted saying?
He's saying they're in the hills overlooking Cebu City.
Oh, okay.
Ted is.
Nice.
Awesome views here.
Yes.
And they're in the jungle also.
Yes.
Congratulations, LV, which is Ted. 3.5 hectares. There you go.
Nice.
Ted, yep, 3.5 hectares. So
That's one of our farms.
yeah, that's nice.
So-
So we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom there. So what are we gonna do today?
We're gonna go for a walk.
We're gonna go for another
the
walk.
sun.
I'm gonna try not to slide down the road this time, like I did yesterday.
I'm
Which
trying to
my
get my
dad
wife to
won't.
go, but she's so worn out from all the cleaning and stuff and dishes, and it's pretty much nonstop.
Yeah, that was a lot of work last night for his
Yeah.
wife cleaning up after that party because that was a huge party last night. Huge amounts of food.
We have a place. Speaking of Cebu, so we do have a condo in Cebu as well, and which is crazy because I got less in this house than I do in the condo.
Uh-oh.
So
Look what she got out.
yeah, mango.
Look what she
float.
got out of the refrigerator. I'm in trouble. She's teasing me now. She got something out of the refrigerator that I absolutely love to eat.
But we have a condo, so we escape Leyte and we go to Cebu and buy groceries at Landers because it's so expensive, and we get so many groceries we have to take the bus back because we have boxes and boxes of food.
Yeah.
And then we take the bus back, and then we have
Yeah.
American food too.
Yeah, now Ted's on Bohol, so he's on Bohol, but he can view over Cebu City from Bohol.
Okay.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
So I learned. Thanks, Ted. Learned something new there. You confused me. It kind of like Bohol, but okay, that makes sense if I look in the map. Jay Boy, is the house separate to the farm? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So we have two farms, the next valley over, and the house is about 30 minutes from the farms. It's on the next valley.
Yeah, Josh Wilson has got the drone there, Colonel. Josh, I don't own a drone. I do have an Insta360, which on its stick, if I extend it all the way out, it can look like a drone. The photos that it takes looks like drone action. But the drone was James and Karen. That's their drone. I think, it's a money issue, but someday I might get a drone. I don't know. I'm right in the middle of making a different major purchase right now, so. I'm just like everybody else. I have a budget too. I'm not independently wealthy for sure. So no, I don't have a drone with me here. I wish I did.
I do have a drone. DJI man.
That's true. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not gonna.
I
We're
can
not gonna do that.
Yeah.
today. Yeah. Maybe another time. We'll see. I don't know. Let's see. JP said, just pretend you're on one of James and Karen's adventures. You will be fine on the roads. Yeah, JP. But we were walking. And I just got done warning Belus here, hey, be careful along the edges of the concrete because it's slick where the clay sits down into the crevices and fills in the lines in the concrete, and there's moss growing. Just told him, be careful of that, and I'm coming down, and I walked in the same area I told him not to walk, and it was like slow motion, but I slid. He reached out to catch me,
He was
and I'm like, don't
embarrassed.
catch me.
He was embarrassed and he didn't want any help up, but he was embarrassed because he thought somebody seen him. I'm like, nobody's seen you, man. We're in the jungle.
Yeah, but
They're all way back there.
I told him somebody saw me. Somebody's back there going. Did you see that? Did you see
It
that?
was slow motion though.
It was.
Because you were like doing a split. You were like, yeah.
He was trying to catch me, and I was just like, no, just let me go. And because it was a slow slip, and which is weird.
Awesome.
It should have been a fast one, but it was. I should have.
I'm happy
but
it wasn't.
I know.
Bam, yeah.
It hurt a little bit, but it would have hurt worse if I.
It was a good stretch. We'll just put it that way.
It was kind of funny. Messed up my clothes. I was just like, I can't say the words that I was thinking, but I wasn't happy. I was not happy at myself.
That was awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was fun. Let's see, 360 plus duct tape and plus drone. Okay, Josh. Yeah, no, that little Insta360 I got with the stretchable pole it's got some really good capabilities. Yeah, don't kill myself, Steve. Yeah, I know, man. I was being careful. I thought I was being careful,
dude. I actually, because getting into the farm. It's difficult. I fall down, but I'm disabled too.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
But we'll go really, really slow.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
And if we fall and get dirty, we'll come back and do laundry.
We'll do it.
And Colonel, do you need a walking helmet? Yeah, walking. He said, "I need a walking helmet." That's funny, JP. I'm gonna smack you when I see you, but that's still funny. That's a walking helmet. That's great. I love it. Yeah, J-Boy, just let me go. Yeah, I was just like, I didn't say it out loud. I was saying, I said, just let me go, man. Don't try to catch me, because I'm a load to try to catch, man. If he had tried to catch me falling down, he'd have been down there with me.
It was so slow. That's what I could have very easily hooked you.
Yeah, he reached out. He could have got me. But I was just like, nah, I'm thinking, just let me go.
No, let me go. And it's like,
oh, did I say it out loud?
Yeah, just let me go. I'm like, okay. So, and it's just like, and his legs, the one went forward, and the other one kind of bent and went back. He's just like,
I was trying to catch myself, but I thought, for me, as I got older, it's actually safer to let yourself fall than to try to catch yourself.
Yeah.
Just careful of your head, because you usually end up injuring yourself or injuring
Sprain
something
a
else.
wrist or something.
Yeah, when you're trying to stop, you break your arm or whatever. And 2 years ago, I dislocated my shoulder with my elbow hitting a concrete wall, so I don't want to go through that again.
But we were talking about this too. Filipino women that love you and care about you, they get scared.
Yeah.
They get scared when you fall or whatever. And to a point of being like mean.
Yeah. So he told me this while we're walking. And he said that, his wife was going to be upset because he allowed me to fall or whatever. And if he fell, she gets upset at him for falling because he's not being careful enough. So what did the colonel do when he came back in the house? Because I'm ornery sometimes. So when I saw his wife, I said, can you believe this guy? He pushed me down the road. He pushed me.
She took it serious too.
I said, he pushed me. And she looked like, it was great.
Like, why did you do that? She's just like, no, it's a joke. It's a joke. He's kidding.
I said, no, really, he pushed me. Look, because of my clothes, I had the green moss all over the back of my camouflage pants. Yeah. It's, he
At first
pushed
I
me.
said, no, he was getting lippy. I pushed him. Or whatever, but then she took it serious.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, no.
Yeah,
no.
he said I was getting lippy, so he pushed me. Yeah, it was funny. Oh, we were just having fun. But yeah, Ted says someone is always watching in the jungle. I agree with that. It's well, someone or something. I'm more concerned here with the something. Since we didn't, I didn't see the pit vipers yet, but he swears they're out there in that tree
You
beside the
can't
house.
see him. That's a problem with white boys or foreigners.
White
You
boys.
can't see them. No, they have trained eyes. The natives here, which I call them natives because they're natives. The natives here have trained eyes for these animals, and I'm literally I'm looking at two pit vipers in a tree, and I cannot see them. And they're like, they're right there. They're right there.
Yeah,
They're
I
right
would-
there.
I
I'm
wanna
like,
see
where,
'em.
where? You know, I look. I never did, and I even took a picture, and I looked at the picture, and I zoomed up, and I still can't see them.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Well, then I for sure wouldn't have been able to see him.
But these
sure.
guys scale these trees like. zzz.
No, Josh, we're not talking about the James's driveway at all. And really, where my bike went down, James, that's not James's driveway. Everybody thinks it's his driveway. It's not. That's the public road, such as it is. James' driveway is fine. Going up to his house.
No, that was the
It's
walk.
road.
The walk yesterday.
Yeah, that was the walk. They were asking if I was talking about James. No, it's the road, the concrete road out here in front of Bellus's house. Do they have big cats like leopards in the Philippines?
I don't know about that.
I haven't seen any.
Leopard cats, like
In the
leopards.
forest.
Yeah, I guess we do.
What do they
Big
have?
ones.
Are they panthers or also?
Pumas or
We have to do
And
some
are they
research.
big cats
His
like
wife says
lions
they
and
do,
gorillas?
but we're not sure what they are.
Yeah, like
they don't have
up there on
lions.
the trees.
They have like
Bigger
a.
than-
It's
bigger
like a
than,
coon looking thing, like a cutamunda.
Like a bobcat
Like
type?
Yeah, like a bobcat.
Like a
Okay,
bobcat.
like a bobcat for those Americans who know what bobcats are.
And they'll
Okay.
follow you, don't they?
Yeah.
They'll follow you they'll follow you in the trees or whatever, right?
Yeah, we have that.
Kind of like
Did
Jurassic
they ever?
Park.
You ever have one jump on you?
No.
Ayo. There's our goddaughter.
Yeah. Okay, we have another visitor coming in. Chupacabra. I love Josh Bush says chupacabra. You know what chupacabra is, right? You don't know chupacabra? Oh, all right. Yeah, Josh, we'll have to explain to Bells what a chupacabra is. It's a creature. I don't know how to do
Not real. Make believe.
They say it's real if you're in Mexico.
Like a skinwalker?
No, it's like a. How do you describe that, Josh? It's like a. Different people have different descriptions. It's a creature, and they're
Okay.
scared of it, and it's a chupacabra. They say it, takes livestock and kill,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Urban
they're
legend, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. They call them. North in Arizona, they call them skinwalkers, but that comes from
Oh,
the
okay.
Apache, the
Okay.
Apache Indians.
Okay.
But the Apache have integrated with the
Learn something new.
Hispanics, so you'll get these Apaches that are like 7 foot tall.
Wow.
And Apache, a native Apache is like 3.5 feet tall.
Okay.
So it's just like they call them skinwalkers.
Wow. So, yeah, Ted says Ted says they have Bob in Bohol, Steve, and he says it's like a lynx. If you don't know what a bobcat is, Josh W. Just what I was thinking.
Go get that.
Don't.
Yeah,
Oh, I
chupacabra. That's
know.
hilarious.
Don't even drink.
That is hilarious.
That's
Urban legend. We did jungle legend in Central America. Yeah,
Still got a little
JP.
bit left.
That's for.
And that's why I was saying Mexico, the chupacabra in Mexico.
Going to milk some.
Big monitor lizards too. Seen one 4
We
foot
also
long.
have to pay workers.
Ted, I got you beat on that, brother. When I was in Thailand, I saw one that was 6 foot. And I was driving through a golf course on a military base in Thailand, and we actually had to stop. Everybody stopped, both directions, to let this big old, river monitor walk across. About 6 foot long, and he wasn't running. He was taking his time,
Which
and
we eat.
looking both ways. Yeah, and they eat over here. He was looking both ways, and he's just going across the road, kind of like a gator in Florida when I played golf in Florida. But they have it, and we had them in Thailand, and I believe that's what James. If you watch James and Karen Adventures,
was what
their
it was,
video,
yeah.
James was like, "Karen, what's that? What's that?" And I'm like, "It looked like a monitor to me."
Yeah, it was.
And Ted, it was huge. The biggest one I've ever seen in the wild. Now I had monitors when I lived in Phuket that would run along the side of my house. There was a fence line, and they would run along there looking for it to get over into the other property, and they were about. Biggest one I saw there might have been 3 foot, and they were still growing. And the funniest story about a monitor I saw was one that was trying to eat one of the big frogs in Thailand, and he couldn't. The frog was bigger than his mouth, but he was trying to choke it down, and the frog's hind leg were hanging out, and they were flopping. And believe it or not, the frog got away from him, got out of the monitor's mouth and got away from him. But that was pretty funny. I thought it was anyway. Joshua said, I don't even see seagulls in the beach videos there or any other birds for that matter. Oh, there's birds here. All kinds of birds here.
No.
But yeah, I haven't seen too many seagulls either.
Three,
J. Boy Colonel, did you have as much expat community back in Thailand? Any difference between Philippines and Thailand? Honestly, J. Boy, in Thailand, I kept to myself a lot. There's a lot of expats there. And I had some acquaintances, I had some friends, some closer friends, but I didn't do the hanging out with the expats. It's really not. Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Okay.
And thank you, Mrs. Bellis. And so I didn't do the socialization. I'm kind of, believe it or not, I'm an introvert, and I'm not a party goer and things like that. It's just not my thing. But I'm polite, and people invite me, and I'll go if they invite me and stuff like that. And I'm maybe slowly getting out of that. But in Thailand, no. To answer your question, there's big expat communities. I just didn't involve myself. I try to be drama free. And if as a foreigner, if you're an expat and foreigner, and you start hanging out with foreigners all the time, you're going to have some drama. It's just the nature of the beast. So I prefer to have a few close friends and do my socialization that way. But now I'm doing YouTube, which is something I never thought I'd ever be doing. So it's opened up the world of where I'm meeting a lot of expats and stuff. So it's all kind of new for me and strange for me, and I'm maneuvering through that the best way that the Colonel can based on the person that I am. And I'm sure I'll make some probably mistakes myself, and they will too. And it's just the nature of the beast of what we're dealing with.
It's so social though.
Yeah, the lucky frog, the frog that got away from the monitor. Yeah, he was lucky, Ted.
So
And,
about the monitor, it's actually illegal
I'm
to
gonna let
eat
you
monitors
talk, sir.
here. You're not supposed to eat them.
Oh, it's illegal? So
Yeah.
why do you eat them?
Well, in the jungle, living as a realist, they eat everything. So my wife will go down, which James and Karen were supposed to be here. They were supposed to go fishing, night fishing, because they go out at night.
I was going to go fishing too.
They go night fishing and they get these little snails. And they get the big horny snail, the ones with the horns on them. And they get squid and octopus. And basically, it's just scavenging low tide. And then the other guys, the men, they'll go out in about 6 to 10 feet of water and they'll actually spearfish or whatever. Or with the, whatever, however they poke them with, and they'll come back with a bucket of snails, fish, a few octopus, puffer fish. We've ate puffer fish, even the ones that are supposed to be poison. Yeah. So, Jim's gonna, or
At least you didn't call me Ray.
the colonel.
He called me James, but at least he didn't call me Ray.
The colonel. Good catch.
Look at this. Mrs. Bellis made that for me.
Tell them what it is.
Well, they call it mango float. Now, my ex called it something else, but either way, it's got, as they say, Graham crackers.
Graham crackers.
They're Grahams in here. Grahams. I'm Filipino now. They're great Grahams and sweetened condensed milk and all kinds of others. And mango. Oh, it's some good stuff. And I think that's grated cheese on the
Yeah.
And I'm not sure which brand she uses. But that's some good stuff. And that's why I'm not on the camera, because I'm shoving that in my face.
Yes, Elby. I see your comment. Yeah, they
Ted.
do.
Yeah.
They eat everything. And I always say, you're never going to meet a Filipino that'll starve. They got everything from bananas to grubs, coconut grubs to sea snails to pythons to
I haven't seen any pythons yet.
lizards. Or I have not seen a python. I've seen many cobras.
I mean, I've seen them. I know what a python is, but I haven't seen them here in the
But
Philippines.
we have right here in Leyte is snake infested. In fact, I got dishes that they won't even clean. There's so many cobras, so they won't even clean it. It's like, dude, we gotta clean this dish. Well, it's a cobra infestation. They don't even want to go near it, which I can't blame them, because the little bastards could spit in your eye and with pinpoint accuracy up to like 10 feet. You know, it's like, yeah, I don't
keep
blame
it clean
him.
there, Belus. Keep it clean, man.
It is. No, I'm talking to cobras.
No, I'm talking about the language.
Oh, did I cuss?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do cuss. I do cuss. So retract. Excuse my French. But yeah, they eat. They don't eat the venomous ones, but actually have Filipino friends that do eat venomous snakes. The cobra, the king. I mean, it's 10 feet long. It's there's a lot of snake there. You know, that's a big meal right there. But yeah, the most of them are the Leyte, like the Leyte cobra and the yellow cobra. It's a really pretty cobra. So, and we've had one right in the back of the house here sneaking in and out. But if you got rats anywhere, you're gonna have cobras.
Yeah, and in Thailand also, if anybody's wondering, they eat the snakes there too. Not everybody, but up in Isan, yeah, they eat everything. They eat the little lizards. They eat the little lizards too.
Elvie, man, like that big lizard we're talking about that you're not supposed to eat. Amazing, amazing food.
Yeah, hold on, so I missed something here. Yeah, they say they eat them more than beef, the lizards. Tried iguana in Honduras one time. It was tasty until I got to the little hand. That's funny, JP. Yeah, I know some missionaries and stuff, people that went down in the Amazon and whatnot, and yeah, they're looking for the iguana. And these ain't the iguanas you see in the U.S. These were the huge, big old iguanas. And then if they're the real big ones and hard to carry, you know, they tie them onto a pole with they're crisscrossed on a pole, and then carry two people carrying out the iguanas, and that's the meal.
Yeah, is Elvie and Samar
No, that's just Ted. He's in Bohol.
or Elvie right here?
Yeah, that's Ted.
Okay, so Bellis,
he's
they
in
have
Bohol.
Samar spitting cobras in Leyte. Well, they all spit. I mean, I don't know. We have the yellow one. I don't know what the proper name is, but that's the yellow, the king, and then we have another one that's like a green, and he's the most aggressive one, and he's even worse than a king.
Right.
And we lose. It's pretty common here to lose, 7, 8 to 15 people a year from snake bite.
Wow.
Because we got to go all antivenom.
Well,
Your life. So we got to go all the way to Tacloban for antivenom. So
can you guys hear us, or do we have a sound problem again? The feed dropped for a second.
here, let's see here.
Oh,
Go ahead and talk. Yeah, talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. We're still okay. Sorry about that. We had a disconnect.
Technical issues.
But anyway, Lowell says the only snake I have ever eaten was a rattlesnake. Yeah, I can't remember in Texas.
Yeah, they eat them in Wyoming
We
too.
eat them, but I don't remember if I ever ate it or not. I don't think I did. I've eaten frog, but I didn't eat the snake. And I've eaten gator tail.
Yeah, gator tail.
Yeah, J Boy, sound is good. Thanks, J Boy. Josh Wilson talking about rabbits being considered more of a pet there. They eat guinea pigs in Peru. That I would turn the volume a little bit.
Okay.
That I would consider a pet, just a little bit.
I just shut it off.
Thanks, JP. Okay, yeah, Ted says audio is good. Yeah, I never ate the guinea pig. My brother had one for a pet. He probably wouldn't have appreciated that if I'd eaten it. But I don't see why. I mean, it's no different than eating the field rats from the fields over here in Thailand. And they look to me like little ground pigs. They look like guinea pigs kind of, and they look almost like groundhogs, but they're rats. And those are the big ones. They have the long hair that they trap. They put snares. What they do is in Thailand, when you're walking through the rice fields, if it's a dry rice field, you'll see the pathways where the rats are running, and because they run under the rice, and you'll see it, and it's about that wide, and you just see a trail going through. And what they'll do is they'll make their little wire snares with bamboo, and you got the loop, and they put it right in the pathway, and these rats run through. They run through that loop, and they can only go so far. Then it snares them, and then they come around and they catch them. Or they have other traps too that are a little more lethal. But usually, for the people that are just trying to do it as cheap as possible, they just set up a little snare.
If you ever want a really
take 'em.
easy snare, guitar string.
Yeah.
Works awesome.
Yeah,
So just use a guitar string and a little brass thing that you just push the wire through there.
that's probably what they were using.
And then it will basically it chokes them out, or even decapitate them. I mean that because it just keeps getting tighter and tighter, tighter, and then you end up,
the more
tie strings work awesome.
Yeah, the more, and that's what the Thais used. I'm pretty sure. And the more they struggle, they just suffocate themselves more. Even seen snakes caught in those snares.
Yeah,
that's
big
wild.
ones.
Yeah, that's wild. When
Big snakes.
Yeah, the snakes get in there.
Big old python, 20 foot long.
Let's see. No, I never saw that, but
I've seen one destroy
I've seen
a
snakes
chicken
get
coop,
in.
man.
Yeah, I've seen snakes get in. Now, what we had in Thailand, we had big rat snakes, but we also had cobras. And when I first started, I don't think I said it on the live, but I told Bells, when I first started excavating where I had that farm, the first tree that knocked over, there was a cobra under it, living down in the roots. And I looked over and I seen this guy, he's a piece of bamboo, he's just whacking the ground, as fast as he could. I'm like, it must have been a snake. Well, sure enough, it was a cobra. And then one of them took it to eat it. So,
Thank you.
let's see. JP says I would eat guinea pigs. Yeah, I don't have an ethical problem with it, JP. I just don't think there'd be a lot of meat on them. I think they'd probably be greasy, but I don't know. I look at it like a squirrel, kind of. We have many yellow cobras here. The king is a little more rare here. Yeah, the same like in Thailand. They had the Thai king. They had the Thai cobra, which is a smaller cobra, but looks the same color-wise, basically, as the king cobra. The king cobras are huge, man. Those things, I don't know how long they get, but they were long. And I had one go. I always tell the story. I had one go right. I went out the back door of my house, the one little house I lived in. The king cobra was going right along the edge of the concrete, and he was a big one. I didn't even see its head. I saw its body. It was just moving along. And I'm like, man. Then another time I had that same little area I lived, but I was in a different bungalow, same owners and everything. And I came home on a motorbike, I parked, and there was a huge rat snake. That thing was at least 3 meters long, at least. And he was trying to go in the front door of my house, which was closed, but he was still trying to go there. And then I scared him, and he went over to my neighbor's house and around the back. I don't know where he went from there, but that was a big one. Biggest one I'd ever seen. And I killed several when I was up in Isan. Or the guy helping me, he killed some too. And so I need to get going. JP says needs to get going past dinner time. And yeah, that's fine, JP. Go eat, brother. I appreciate you being here. Really do. It's kind of nice talking to you guys and girls and meeting you. And Ted, let's see, what they call a red tail here. I think they're just a rat snake. Oh, I was going to ask you, is that a viper or what? Honestly, let's see, since I've been here in the Philippines, I had a snake in my mango tree, but I didn't see it. And then one time, did I see the one snake? I haven't seen many snakes, but they're here, and because the people tell me, oh, it was right here. And then we stayed in one house overnight on a compound, and come to find out later, they had a cobra that was under the bed. Oh, that's nice. I slept there all night long, and I don't know if he was there when we were sleeping, but they found the cobra under the bed at a later time. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's where we slept. And but it is what it is. So the sun is still out here, and been on here almost 2 hours. And I appreciate everybody that's here, and there's still quite a few people watching this, and I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate all the likes. But I think we're going to close it out. I want to finish eating this, and I think we're going to go outside and do some things since the weather's nice. I still want to go check out, see more of the farm and things like that around here. So I'm going to close this live out. Thanks everybody that's here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I enjoyed talking to all you. Ted, JP, Manila was here earlier, and Josh, J-Boy, Lowell. I'm trying to get all you. I'm going to miss somebody, I'm sure. Leo popped in and said hello. Angela, my friend, was here from San Juan, Batangas, and I appreciate that. Who am I forgetting? And that's it. I think that's about it. And Scuba Steve was here. I don't know if you're still in there, Steve. I'll get with you later. Anyway, folks, I appreciate you, and the Colonel's out.